Hello everyone, today there's a couple of things I need to get off my chest about Splatoon 3. Mainly because I'm kind of getting sick of this game. Not that I think it's a terrible game, not that I'm getting bored of it. I play like every day. It's my most played game on Switch, it's my favorite game on the Switch. I love this game. It's just the decision Nintendo makes with this game that just makes me kind of just like done with it. To start, let's present an issue that's been here since launch, and I'm talking about the netcode of Splatoon 3. Everyone and their mother knows that Splatoon 3's netcode is horrendous. This game constantly disconnects you from the game, even if your connection is stable. Even if it's not even your fault, you would constantly be punished by being disconnected from the game mid-match. Things are going so fluently, and I know it just ends. Because the netcode is just so bad. And it's not even really disconnecting from the match. Playing the match, you shoot somebody, kills delay, explosions from bombs delay, you move out of the way of shots and you still die. Salmon run, you grab eggs and it takes a while for it to attach to your inkling. It's just so many issues that weren't in Splatoon 2, and it makes you think, why in the next iteration that's supposed to be an improvement, these issues are present. It doesn't make sense. I remember hearing so much about Nintendo quote-unquote improving the online service with games like Mario Party Superstars, and honestly I have that game and I played online, and yeah, I see what they're talking about. Online was really good with invites and stable connection and all that. It was really good. So why would you take a step down from that? Mario Party Superstars launched in 2021 and Splatoon 2 came out like a year later and it has worse netcode? That doesn't really make sense to me. I don't understand that. Especially since Splatoon 3 is more of an online game than Mario Party, and also Splatoon is more of a competitive game than Mario Party, so you would think they'd put more work into the netcode than they would for Mario Party. But enough about the netcode, because everyone knows that Nintendo games have bad online. I feel like at this point it's just a feature of the game. Because there's other issues with this game that are just as important that are also horrible, like the map design. The map design is horrendous. Mincemeat Metalworks, Brine Water Springs, Hammerhead Bridge, Mahi Mahi Resort, and with Mahi Mahi and Hammerhead, those are Splatoon 1 stages that were originally really good. So they took these stages and massacred it and made it horrible. Why would they do that? Even stages like Flounder Heights, which is considered one of the best stages in the game, is considered inferior because it's worse than the original. Why are they taking these stages and making it worse than the original? But going back to Splatoon 3 stages, Mincemeat and Brine Water are only fun if you're a Charger main. Scorch Gorge, Splat Zones, and Rainmaker isn't all that fun to play. Stages like Undertow Spillway is just straight up awkward. It's sad when the only Splatoon 3 original I can really consider good right now is Hacklefish Market. At the time of this recording, there's a new stage coming out called Umami Ruins. I don't know, that's a weird name, but that's besides the point. That stage is coming out and people are already scared for it. Already, and all they showed was pictures. And people are already scared for it because it looks like the same thing as all these other Splatoon 3 originals. Just rush the middle and fight. That's it. No flank rounds, barely any, and just that's it. It's just not as creative as it was in Splatoon 1. Wouldn't you say it's kind of sad that some of the best stages in this game are considered the Splatoon 2 stages, where they just straight up took the stage from Splatoon 2 and ported it to Splatoon 3 with hardly any changes at all? Finally, I want to go over the weapon kits, which isn't as bad as the level design or the netcode, but there's still a problem in this. Now, this is what really sparked me to make this video, because before in Season 2, we got a weapon like the Dapadui's No Real, which to me personally is fun to play because I like Dapadui's, but when you look at it, it's really just the same kit as Tetradui's. Both weapons are dualies, both weapons have a locating sub, and both weapons have Reef Slider. And this is really a problem for Dapadui's because 1, Tetradui's is already considered the better weapon, and 2, Reef Slider is kind of a bad special right now. Reef Slider is kind of just Splashdown again, and if you've played Splatoon 2, you know how bad Splashdown was. This isn't necessarily a problem for Tetra mains because Splashdown was on its first kit, so eventually it's gonna get another kit with a better special. But for Dapples, this is its second kit to its first kit, which people weren't even all that fond with in the first place. And I know eventually we're gonna get third kits, but who knows how long we're gonna have to wait for that. So unless you really like Dapadui's like myself, you aren't really gonna touch this weapon because there's no reason to. And you know, making mistakes like that is fine, you know, the devs aren't gonna be perfect. It's just the fact that they did it again. As of today, at the time of this recording, the Neo Splashomatic was confirmed to have Suction Bomb and Triple Ink Strike. So you might be asking, Yingles, what's wrong with that? Well, first of all, we already got a weapon with Triple Ink Strike being the new Charger that's coming out. And second of all, last season, we got the Tenatech Splatter Shot, which had Splat Bombs and Triple Ink Strike. Now, once again, we have two weapons that fall under the same class, with two similar sub-abilities with the same exact special. And once again, you'd only really touch this weapon if you really like Splashomatic. T-Tech is arguably the better weapon, with Splat Bombs being kinda better than Suction Bombs. And also, the original Splashomatic has the best special in the game right now. So, yeah. And what's more annoying is the fact that in the beta version of Splatoon 3, as you can see in the Return of Mammalians trailer, you see that Splashomatic originally had Zipcaster. That would have been so cool to play. Why didn't they just put that on? Also, alongside bringing back Kraken, they literally just made a new special called Super Chump, which plays similar to Bomb Launcher in Splatoon 2. And what do you know, Neo Splashomatic had Bomb Launcher. So why didn't they just give it Super Chump? That would have made so much sense. If they continue this problem of redundancy, we're gonna have a whole bunch of weapons, yeah, which looks cool on surface, but in reality it's just gonna be a bunch of copy and paste, which makes for a huge lack of variety. And again, it may sound like I'm ripping on this game, like I hate this game, but no, I absolutely love Splatoon 3. They've done so much to this game that it deserves the title of best in the series, or even best shooter on the Switch. Some may think otherwise, yeah, but I think Splatoon 3 deserves the best multiplayer game of 2022. It's just we know they can do better, and we want them to do better, and that's the purpose of this video. But what do you guys think? Are there any other issues I missed? Do you think the things I consider an issue are actually good things? I'd really love to hear you guys' input, so feel free to leave a comment below. But with that out the way, that's enough of me ranting. I'll see you guys next time.